Hey, I'm here today with Brian Askins, founder of Secure Insurance Group. And Brian, we're going to talk about something today that a lot of agents just absolutely scares them to death. I'm even afraid to say what we're going to talk about because we're just going to click off. Bear with me. We're going to talk about ACA plans, Affordable
Care Act.
Affordable Care Act. Yeah, we're not going to edit that out either. We're rolling. So one of the things that we hear is, number one, it doesn't make any money, right? Tell me, you started selling it because your clients need it. You don't want another agent in your house, but does it make you any money?
It does. And that is the reason I started selling Affordable Care Act, the marketplace plans, is because I want to keep other agents out of my home. Because I do have a lot of people turning 65 to where the one spouse may be 65, the other spouse may be 63. They need a couple years of coverage. They're coming off group insurance, so that way they can go to Medicare, all kinds of things to where, someone in the family needed that. But let's talk about the money portion, because that's what you just brought up.
That's
the
what
money
we're wanting to know.
Yeah, the money portion is huge. And I'm just going to use, and some carriers pay greater than this number, some carriers a little bit less than this number, but most carriers pay $20 per member per month. Now, some carriers pay just $20 per enrollment, whether it's a family of 1 or 10. Some carriers pay $20, and I'm just using 20 as a really close round number of $20 per member per month. So if you got a family of 10, that's $200 a month that they're paying you. So it's $20 a month on average per member per month. And so I don't,
I'm doing some math here in my head already.
I know you're pretty good at math. So if you got 100 clients,
that's $2,000, baby.
That's $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
If you got 500 clients,
that's hold up, I want to carry the 9, $5K.
That's
right
10K, 10,000.
Thank you.
That's 10,000. And if
it just keeps rolling.
It just keeps rolling. So
yeah, let's not do any more math. So now I've known you a long time. I know that you like upfront money, but you love residual money.
Residual is where it's at in this industry. I do love upfront money, and that's where the annuities come into play. That's where life insurance comes into play, and all of other products come into play. The reason I love Medicare and I love health insurance is that residual income.
Yeah.
And you wake up on the first day of every month, and you know that there's 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100 grand, or whatever the number is that's showing up that month, and every single month, because of the residual income portion of it.
Nice. Now that we've got their interest, the next thing I hear all the time is it's too hard. It's too difficult.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of like Medicare though, isn't it? I mean, you just pick the plan that's best for your client.
It's probably more simple than Medicare. Probably a little bit more simple because Medicare, you're having to choose between a Medicare supplement, a Medicare Advantage plan. You're having to explain the differences. If you do in either one, you've got to look at drugs and all those type of things. And you're doing a lot of the same things with the Affordable Care Act, but at the same time, the Affordable Care Act it's extremely simple because a lot of it's based on their income. Which plan carrier is going to be best for them. We do need check networks and stuff, but it's a very, very, very simple process.
Nice. So the other thing is we haven't even talked about, and you mentioned a little bit, you're not letting anyone else in your home. It's also going to increase your stability in that home, right? Because residual income, you got to keep it coming in. You got to keep the client.
Absolutely. So one of the things is that when we sell Affordable Care Act plans, we're using, a lot of our clients qualify for subsidy, and the subsidy numbers have went up drastically. And so clients that, in the past, if a client made, $100,000, they weren't eligible for subsidy. Right. Nowadays, they're still eligible for subsidies, and which is huge.
Hold on, say that again. If you got a client making $100,000, and a subsidy, of course, break it down very simple, is that's the portion that the government is going to subsidize so that they don't have to pay it. You're saying they still get a subsidy?
Yeah, it depends on family size. But let's just say you have a family size of 4 and they make $100,000, they're still getting a subsidy. Wow. And so we had a client just a couple weeks ago that was making $175,000, but had a family of 6 still getting subsidies. And so it's unbelievable the subsidy amount that's still out there. And one of the great things about it is, like with the ACA, you don't have to ask any health questions. There's no health questions, no pre-existing condition clauses, no exclusions at all. And so what if the day the policy goes into effect, where they have cancer, they have heart issues, had strokes in the past, diabetes, it's all covered.
So when I know there's times that we can enroll, right? Talk to me about when, because I think it's coming up. When can we enroll people into the ACA?
So if they don't have a special enrollment period, it's November the 1st through January 15th.
Which was extended this year, right?
It was extended because typically it's December 15th, but now they've extended it another month toward January 15th.
Okay.
So you have November, December, and then a half of January to enroll individuals into ACA. Now, if they have a special enrollment period, people unfortunately are losing their jobs from time to time, to where they changed employment, lost their job. So those individuals have a special enrollment period. People that qualify for low income type situations, Medicaid, things of that nature, can qualify for these type plans. So there's other ways to qualify other than just waiting for the enrollment period, the annual enrollment period.
Okay. Now, I would say, because I'm in insurance, right? And you're telling me things that I didn't realize, how big the subsidies are and all that. Would it be fair to say that there are a lot of people out there that maybe don't have health insurance? They are paying too much for their health insurance because they don't know. I mean, I think it's worth a call to all your clients saying, hey, we got to look at this.
Yeah, every time you meet with a client, you should always ask, about who do they have life insurance? Do you have health insurance? What do you have long-term care coverage? Ask the basic questions, and then that way just do some information gathering, do some fact finding, and be that resource to your clients, because it is huge opportunity. And we've not even talked about the best part yet.
That's the thing. We haven't talked about like putting a hospital indemnity plan with it, critical illness, cancer, palsy, heart attack, stroke, all this different stuff. Talk about it. Let me ask you this. If you sit down, you and I are sitting down, I got a family of 4, right? And we decide that you're going to write me a ACA plan. I'm getting a subsidy, so I'm probably either saving money or not spending as much as I thought I was going to. What else are you throwing in there to me to help, kind of build that plan and make it more value rich and all that stuff?
Well, a large majority of the people that get these plans are like if they went with a bronze plan, they're getting 0 premium options.
Wow. 0
premium options with these. And silver plans, in a lot of situations, are 0, but silver plans sometimes have a $100 premium. It depends on a lot depends on the size of the family and the income. So there's some factors that go into this, but it's an easy deal. And but once like let's just say the premium's only $100 and they just come off of group insurance, and now they're the husband's on Medicare, the wives need to go to ACA, and the premium's $100. They're used to paying $700 or $800 a month for her through group insurance. You could add a cancer, heart attack, stroke plan. You could add a dental, vision, hearing plan. You could add all these extra plans, a hospital indemnity plan, things of that nature, and you're still nowhere near what you were before. And wow. They have very, very, very and a lot of these plans based on income can be $0 deductibles. $0 deductible, 0 max. Some of these plans can be very low max out of pocket. It's all based on income, based on household size, things of that nature. So there are some factors that go into it. But even if a person is perfectly, if they make a lot of money but they're very unhealthy, like I've got a gentleman that makes a very, very, very nice income, probably a couple of million a year. And he goes ACA every year just because he's self-employed and he doesn't have group insurance through his, doesn't have group insurance or anything. And so he does ACA because he's a real bad diabetic. And so a situation to where he needs that.
Needs that care.
He needs the care. He
can't have the pre-existing clauses and all
correct.
That stuff. Yeah. Okay. Last thing, the last objection, I had this one in my head. But I got to get like CMS certified and I got to do all that. Talk about how difficult that is. And, I know it's secure. We helped them through the process and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's really simple. You got to get contracted, appointed, and certified. Certification is an exam that you have to take. And it's just basically they're making sure that you understand the process, the procedures, and make sure you understand the program, basically. It's not hard at all. It's very, very simple exam. And once you've done it, the future years, it's just really, really simple.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question we didn't prep for. I don't believe in preparation, right? You've been doing ACA plans how long?
Just a couple of years.
A couple of years. What's your renewals from it? I'm going to ask you right now. Come on, let's tell the people. This is what's going to get them to.
It's about a little over $5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month.
Yeah.
In 2 years.
Yeah.
And you didn't target it. Like you target Medicare.
I target Medicare, and I'm not even promoting ACA, but with all the carriers coming back into ACA now, we're starting to promote ACA a ton now. And just because I see the opportunity is bigger than it's ever been. The last couple of years, I just did it to keep another agent out of my house, but now I'm going after it now with
a month.
And I see this, and I, honestly, no advertisement, no anything.
No.
I mean, it's just completely just my existing clients that needed health insurance.
Yeah.
And one other thing too, you may have some clients that the ACA, their income doesn't qualify for ACA, or they don't want to be on ACA because they don't have to give their government their income statements and W-2s and all those pay stubs, et cetera, don't have to prove their income. So those individuals, you still have options for short-term medical plans. You still have options for the Christian health share programs, and there's other programs too. So ACA is not the only option, but it can be a great option for some people.
Wow.
So
absolutely. Well, Brian, I appreciate your time. Guys, if you want more information, please reach out to us. We can get you in touch with our contracting team. They can help you get the certifications, all that done, and we'll get you set up to go.
Perfect. Thank you.
You bet.